Alright, all praise unto Yahweh, me outside, double honor to the apostle GMS, honor to brothers that be pushing this truth and sincerity for the four corners of the earth. But it's gonna be a quick video. I'm taking my inspiration from this video from two sources. The first source is the GMS Dallas brothers, and they was going into this video, and I watched the first few minutes of the video, and it was a very beautiful video going into a construction site and how that pretty much got different people doing various things. Now I premise this whole video with this precept here, which is the second source of inspiration, because in the chat a brother had posted up this scripture, and it's a good scripture. This is Ecclesiasticus the 27th chapter on the 3rd verse, and it says, "Unless a man hold himself diligently in the fear of Yahweh Shai, his house shall fall. His house, rather more, shall soon be overthrown." Okay, so what we're seeing here is a situation where you got different individuals out there, and they're all in the purpose of constructing whatever house that they may be, because we're all building towards something, and we can liken what we're building towards to being that of a house. Okay, which is where these brothers they did that beautifully. I recommend you brothers watch this video. It's a beautiful video. Okay, so whatever we're building towards can be likened unto a house. Now you got the supervisors, which is likened unto the elders. Okay, the elders are going to go into it, and they're going to say, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. Because why? Because they got the vision, they got the objective to where we're going to go, and more to the point, they got the understanding of this scripture here, right? That if you ain't building diligently in the fear of the Lord, the master of the house, okay, then the house is going to be overthrown. So that's why you get guys getting kicked out, because you ain't doing your part of the work. Okay, you're making the whole element look bad. For instance, you got this construction site being built, right? So the foundation, the guys are going to put the foundation down. They do the foundation, and the foundation is on point. Okay, I'm not very good at construction, so you're gonna have to forbear with me in this analogy. But the next set of individuals that put the framework up, which the infrastructure up, okay, so this side of it, they do it, they're on point, okay, right up until the brickwork. And then you get the sheetrock guy, and the sheetrock guy, he's not diligent, okay, he's not doing it in the diligent of the master that's gonna see in the house, okay, and he's being lackadaisical. Sometimes he doesn't come on time, sometimes he doesn't show up at all, okay. That's like a guy that is in his thing, okay. Sometimes he does the video, sometimes he doesn't do the videos, okay. Now, not everybody's spirit that's gonna be on fire, okay. But it's just certain standards. This being the year of diligence, destruction, and death, okay. Starting first and foremost with diligence and of this word being pushed out there. First and foremost, man, okay. If you ain't doing your due diligence, and that all varies with what spirit the Most High has given you, but certainly if you've been in this thing for a certain amount of years, then you're supposed to meet the quota, get 2 videos, okay. You go out there and you're inputting into the body, okay. So with that being said, that's like an to that guy that comes into he's a sheetrock guy. Here it is, the house is basically there, and the sheetrock guy, he's now messing up the whole house. Okay, the whole construction site. Now, when the master sees the whole construction site and the sheetrock guy, he hasn't done a good job, well, guess what? The whole house, all right, is of no worth. Okay, you can't finish a house and then the sheetrock guy or the electrician comes and then he badly wires the electrics, or the plumber comes and he puts the plumbing in such a way that the plumbing doesn't work, or he misses a U-bend, and now you get the smell. for you guys out there that know the plumbing, you don't put the U-bend underneath the toilet, then you're gonna get that smell coming up the toilet. The whole house is gonna be worthless. Well, that's like it unto them guys that come into this thing, and I haven't got names or faces in my head, so don't feel like I'm speaking about certain individuals. But when I seen the video, that made me think of myself, because you go through those spirits, man. You're feeling lazy, you don't want to. You gotta fight them demons, man. Okay, the scripture talks about, and I'm gonna quote a lot of these scriptures. But the scriptures goes into the fact that we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against spiritual demons in high places, man. Spiritual forces and spiritual wickedness in high places. That's the word I was looking for. Okay, That's what we're battling against. So when that spirit comes upon you, and half the time, okay, if not most of the time, when you say, okay, no, you know what, I'm just gonna do this video regardless of how I feel. Half the time, most of the time, you find that the demon just jumps off of you, and then you get your energy back. Okay, so you're gonna fight. This is a battle, man. Okay, so I'm gonna read that scripture again. It says, "Unless a man hold himself diligently in the fear of the Most High," because it all starts with the fear of the Most High, his house shall be overthrown. And like I had said with that analogy, man. Okay, if a certain individual ain't fully fearing the name of the Lord, okay, if he ain't fully fearing the ordinances the Most High has put forth, then he's going to make it to where the whole body gets sick. That's why the scripture goes into how a little leaveneth the whole lump. Okay? And we know that how the Lord said, if you're lukewarm in this thing, you're going to be kicked off. Okay? So them individuals that come into this thing and they're lukewarm and they ain't really, they wishy-washy. They got that wishy-washy spirit about them. Okay? Because they're hindering the work being done. Okay, just like how you're gonna get the sheetrock guy, and after a couple of days, the supervisor's gonna see the sheetrock guy and say, "Look, no, this house ain't gonna get finished unless we replace this guy." Well, that's like unto the Most I've seen a certain individual comes into this thing and he's dragging his heels. Okay, and then he gets replaced by another brother, man. See, that's the thing about this truth. Everybody's replaceable. Okay. Everybody's replaceable. That's why the scripture says you're supposed to do diligence to make your calling and election sure, man. Okay, so hopefully with that, certainly, I advocate brothers to watch this video here. It's a good video. Okay, and hopefully that that made some kind of because it was an exaltation. Hopefully, if that heat of spirit, then you're gonna get that working, man. Okay, do your diligence to get your crown, man. Okay, so with that, I'm going to say, all praise unto Yahweh, Shem Yahshua, double honor to the Apostle GMS. Honestly, brothers, will be pushing the truth and sincerity. Shalom.